Yes, we're here, baby. Welcome to Three Ugly Mugs. I'm Johnny B, back from the Caribbean in the real world. Along with me, back from Miami doing comedy, it is Matt Fernandez. What's up, buddy?
Good to have you back, buddy. I mean, it was fun to have you call in on that shitty Wi-Fi, but it's just nice to see your face and be able to hear you again.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's been a week since I've been back, and I got to be honest, I fucking miss it. I don't want to ever be on land again. I want to live on a cruise ship. It was beautiful. People just catering to me, and just living the life. And now we're back here. Hey, John J. Murray's here too. Look, buddy.
Hey, yeah, I don't want to be here either. I just want to go and live on the sea with Johnny B. No,
So nice.
I've
dude.
never been on a cruise, and honestly, it scares me. I'm afraid of germs, man. And we were just talking about it before we hit record, and there's a lot of fucking germs going around on that boat.
You don't like buffets? You don't like food marinating in other people's just sneezes?
Johnny
and
goes on the
spit?
fancy cruise that doesn't have buffets. It
No
actually
buffet.
has like real restaurants.
Yeah.
So he does it a little bit better, I think, than
That's
most
nice.
people. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't. I haven't eaten at a buffet in 5 years. People are like, "You want to go to the buffet?" No, thank you. Please bring me my food that hasn't been sneezed on.
Yeah, honestly, and as a lifelong obese man, like the older I've gotten and the more I respect food, my palate has progressed into a grown adult. Buffets are fucking trash. I mean, back in the day, like a good Vegas buffet, like a good one, like the Rio
Excalibur.
seafood. No, God, no.
Excalibur buffet.
No,
all
what-
the prime rib you can you can tuck into your shirt.
That's Golden Corral. No. Like I'm talking like where you have to pay like $80 to $100 a person for a buffet.
Oh, okay.
That was, those were good. Like, but now most of the places where you can gorge like a fat piece of shit, it's they'll bring it to the table for you. It's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. So
Like Texas Day Brazil. The guy comes around and he just slices some meat off right onto your plate. It's fucking brilliant. You don't have to get up out of your seat. They
You
just
ever
keep
notice
bringing it.
though with the Brazilian steakhouses, they start off with like normal food. Like the first half hour, it's like, hey, would you like some filet mignon? Hey, would you like some chicken? Hey, and then a half hour in, it's like, hey, would you like some rabbit heart? I'm like, what the fuck are you?
Yeah,
why
it gets
is that?
crazy.
Why?
Yeah,
No,
I just
Come
had
on.
oxtail for the first time this weekend. It was
Fucking
not
right.
bad.
You
It was-
white
have you had it before?
Kill Whitey.
I grew up eating fucking oxtail.
No, I've never tried it.
It's super rich, dude. It's so fatty.
Mm.
It's so fat. It's super salty and fatty.
Yeah,
I would rather have short rib, but it wasn't bad.
It's like a short. Yeah, it just kind of melts apart. It looks like.
A little bit. It's a little. So yeah, it's very fatty, like where it hits the bone, but
Yeah.
it's not bad.
You put it over rice and put a bunch of hot sauce on it. It's fucking delightful. Yeah, it's good.
You just got back from Miami with the what is it? What it says it on your
Oh,
shirt.
the Vice City Comedy Fest, man. Yeah. Shout out Allison McCoyne. She did a great job. She put everything together.
Nice.
It was their inaugural. It was their first one.
First one.
But they did a great job.
How many
Bunch of different venues? I don't know. Had to be at least 30 or 40.
Ooh, okay. Nice.
Met some people from New York. A couple from Jacksonville that were good.
Okay.
Yeah, good times, man.
Yeah, you
Great
shocked
comics.
that anything in Jacksonville is good.
I know, right? I'm like Chris Buck, Will Blaylock, Marcus Crespo.
Right, I know,
That's
I know
it.
them.
That's all.
Yeah. And all of them. Yeah, it's no good. I mean, have you heard about their new club? It's pretty
Oh,
good.
no.
It's called
New
Club.
comedy club.
Duval.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right.
Thanks, Johnny. I'm glad
Sorry,
you did
This
that.
ruined my morning.
Yeah.
What are we
Yeah.
drinking today, boys?
Matt's drinking
I'm
water.
drinking water.
What the fuck?
I'm coming off of a fucking like oxtail, but my shows were at 6, and my next one was until 10:30. So I just had 4.5 hours to just like explore and eat oxtail and get fucking drunk. So
Nice.
I'm on a cleanse right now.
I wish I would have known about that festival. Like I was in Miami a week ago. I could have just stayed a little bit longer, maybe if I could have submitted. But I mean, yeah.
It was a great time.
Yeah, I'm drinking a brand new beverage that my wife found at Publix. Believe it or not, it is called Let Us Eat Cake. It is a strawberry shortcake lager. It is
Ooh.
delightful, my friends. It is.
Gross.
No, it's only like it's not like real sweet. It's like a little hint of strawberry shortcake in the background. Like it's like you can barely taste it. It's fucking good.
It's like you're sucking somebody's dick that just put their dick in a strawberry shortcake. It's just like a hint of it.
Got him. Look at his dumb face. Look at his
No,
dumb
I'm drinking-
strawberry shortcake beer face.
I'm drinking living
concentrating.
lemonade.
I'm
So
trying to
yeah,
see
this
what
is all I
tastes
had.
There is
That's all
some
I
dick
had.
in
It's a living lemonade. Yeah, I told Matt when he came, I was like, I just buy whatever is $10 sometimes and just go for it. And
What are you drinking? You're making fun of my
I'm making fun of
strawberry
you.
dick?
Yeah.
And
No,
you're drinking a fucking ladies fucking sit by your above ground pool fucking
This is a
beverage?
man lemonade, okay? It says
An
made
on
with,
sale alcoholic lemonade.
it's
You're gonna be
made with
hungover
real
as shit
lemons.
tomorrow. You're gonna be hungover in like 2 hours.
I'm already hungover from drinking these last night. That's why I got to keep going.
You're gonna feel like you're
Winn
poisoned.
Dixie BOGO juice. Ah, it's beautiful. Good for us. We're living our best lives, so it's fine.
I was at Southern Lights Brewing yesterday. Had a pretty good stout. They still have some of their Christmas stout left, and it's pretty delicious.
Nice. I was drinking
Shout out.
Sam Adams last night at a fine place called Side Splitters Comedy Club. It was,
Ooh, that's like the craftiest beer I think they got there, right?
yeah. I was just there hanging out. Just,
Wait, the one in Tampa, or you talking about?
Tampa. Yeah.
No,
So-
they have Florida, man. They have Cigar
they have-
Cities. Yeah,
They have
Yeah.
Cigar City stuff.
They do, yeah. But I was just there hanging with, just sitting at the bar, like comics will do from time to time. Ari Shavir all weekend, so got to hang out with him a little bit, and Steve Simone and all the good folks, and it was fun. JJ Curry's in town, hanging out with him, and
Yeah,
yeah,
we got JJ Curry coming on the podcast tomorrow. The other podcast, Something Planet. So
yeah. You got him,
excited to talk to
him and Farzan at Jack Polino's coming up.
Yeah. JJ's going to be in town for a while, so I think it's March 15th. It's the Luck of the Irish comedy night with JJ and Farzan. I picked the two most Irish comics I could find.
It's good.
Oh, that's funny. The night before, they are at the Marion.
Perfect. Yeah.
In the Ocala.
I talked to him about all that last night, so I got them all hyped up for both rooms. I told him how great both rooms were. I said they're both kill boxes, they're both a good time, and he's pretty stoked about it. And the 15th. Oh, I'm also doing a show in Lutz, so we'll be not really competing, but we'll maybe hook up later. Waffle House after, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'll be at a tiki bar.
Lutz people aren't coming to downtown Dunedin. I don't think. I think
That's
we're safe.
pretty far drive.
Yeah, it's pretty far away.
Is it? Oh well. I mean, we can meet in the middle. We'll meet up in I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what's in between there. Hudson. I don't know what the hell.
Newport Richie. I don't know.
Oof. Nah, never mind. Fuck it.
Never
I'll
mind.
see you when I
Fuck
see
Newport
you.
Richie.
No, I'm good. There's only one place in Newport Richie I like, and that is the Estuary, the restaurant my buddy Chef James owns. If you haven't eaten there,
Yeah, I've heard really good things about
Dude.
the Estuary. Yeah.
fucking top notch, son. Yeah, he should be on like fucking Food Network competing with people. That's how good that food is. So very, very good, my friends. But we're not here to talk about restaurants all day long. We can do whatever the fuck we want, honestly. But yeah, so we got a lot of shit, a lot of sports, even though it is we're recording this on a Sunday. There's no football.
Nope.
Baseball's not real.
Not yet. You're betting on it still, though. That hasn't stopped you from making bets on what is essentially
On anything you
scrimmage
can
games.
find.
Just for fun, dude. Last night I'm playing poker. I was over at Tampa. I guess it's called TGT, Tampa Greyhound Track, but they don't race dogs anymore. Now it's just a poker room, and you can bet sports like simulcast.
What do they do with the track? Anything?
I don't know what's out there. It's probably just overgrown like an episode of Walking Dead. I have no idea, but they have a great poker room, like a really good poker room. And I stopped by there last night because I didn't have a gig, and before I went to Side Splitters to hang out, and I'm playing poker with a bunch of old men that are giving me their money, and they had the UFC fights on. I have no idea. I follow UFC sort of, but
A little bit, yeah.
Some of these fight nights, I have no fucking clue on any of these dudes, but I just want to bet. So I got my app open. I got my Hard Rock app open, not a sponsor, but if you want to be, could be. And just to make it fun, I'm like, well, let me put, $50 on this guy, and he's
How
a
do you
favorite.
choose UFC fighters? Just like by like how mean they look, or
Yeah,
what?
I go by
Okay.
I go by the odds, and then I go by like their ethnicity and all the things.
What was their childhood like?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
I
their dad
should.
punch.
Were
or
they
s-
raised in an abusive household?
Yeah. Was it a closed fist or an open hand slap when they were?
You know what I
growing up?
mean? Yeah. So
It
like,
makes a difference.
like there was a white guy that grew up in Puerto Rico. I go, he fought every day, So
Yeah.
I bet on him. He got his ass whooped again, but not like everybody I bet on was just getting fucking pummeled, dude. Like I bet on one guy, he's the favorite. He was a minus 600, and I go, you know what? I'm gonna put 50 to fucking win $13 on this guy just to have something to watch while I'm playing poker. First round, he just gets knocked the fuck out by some loser. And I go, all right, well, that was fun. And then the next fight, there's a Japanese guy. Well, I see the name. The name's like Matsumoto against like fucking Allen or something, right? So I go, I'm going with fucking Matsumoto. And then they come walking out. They do their walk-ups. Matsumoto is half Japanese. And the white side of him looks like Nick Jonas, right? So he looks like Nick Jonas that's slightly squinting his eyes. And I'm like,
looks like a K-drama star or something.
Bro, I knew right away. He looked like a baby fucking like sleepy Nick Jonas. And I'm like, I just bet money on this guy. He goes out there and gets fucking destroyed. And I'm like, God, by some fucking loser looking dude. Looks like he works at a fucking at a grocery store. And then I go, all right, one more fight and I'm done. And then I go with like instead of going with my instincts, I go against them. So I bet another underdog, and I go, this guy's gonna knock this guy out. So I bet him to KO the other guy. This guy was named like Brandon something, right? I'm like, let's go, Brandon.
Some of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet look like they work at the Sears sporting goods section.
Sure. Yeah. Well, the guy he's going up against looked like a fucking Brazilian Morgan Wallen with tattoos on his head. He's got like a mullet, and he's got the side shaved, and he's just got like Kill Whitey tattooed everywhere. He's fucking shredded. And then my guy comes out. He's a fucking dorky white dude with bleach blonde dyed hair. Like he dyed his hair blonde. And I'm just laughing, dude. I'm like, well, here's my fucking $25 in the tank. And he comes out there and Blondie tried. Like he fought so hard.
I thought you were gonna say he won, but nope, he lost.
Dude, he fought his little fucking ass. Like he was just fucking. This guy is just folding him up like a lawn chair and just throwing him around the ring. And he just kept getting up and like fucking swinging like a left-handed girl, just trying to fucking knock this guy out. And just like, come on, buddy, you can do it. He couldn't do it. He got fucking destroyed.
He didn't.
He lasted 3 rounds though. I was proud of him. So I lost all those fucking bets. It was pathetic.
Lost all the bets. So they let you bet while you're playing poker? That's interesting.
On my phone, yeah. What are they gonna do? Fucking throw me out? Yeah, I don't give a fuck. But I won playing poker, so that was good. So that worked out.
Giving it back to the Hard Rock app. You're winning it from old men and then giving it right back to Hard Rock.
I gave a little bit back. It was funny. I only wanted to make enough money in the poker game to go buy like drinks for my friends at Side Splitters, which is what I did. I made like $150 and I went to Side Splitters. I'm like, I got your drinks. Don't you worry about it. And everybody's like, damn, Johnny B's balling. I'm like, no, just some old men don't know when I have a full house. You know, that's how that worked out. But I had a great night. Shout out to the Zoo Club in, it sounds funny, it's in St. Pete. They're doing comedy now. And I got to get you guys.
I haven't even heard of that. Yeah.
I got to get you guys hooked up at this place.
Somebody was telling me about that place.
Dude, this
can't remember who, but I hear good things.
This place is amazing. It's like 5 giant bars all connected into one giant bar, right? So they have a giant performance room where we had almost 200 people, sold out comedy show.
Oh, Spike Salazar told me about it.
Okay.
Oh, well, I think he goes to the.
I was like, well, if he's getting booked there, I should look into.
He's not getting booked there. He's not
I was like, does he even have a pulse? Is he still alive?
He's only got so much stage time left, but and he probably says the same thing about me, which is fine. But no, they just started doing like paid like real shows. They have an open mic another guy runs on like a couple nights. Yeah, but this is like a regular show. Mike Rivera hosted it, for God's sakes. And then I headlined it. Bull featured it, completely sold out. And that holds a couple hundred people. Then they have a whole nother room. They have a whole billiard room. And then you go down and they have like a golf simulator room. And all these rooms are the size of a regular bar. Then you go and they have a casino. Somehow they have slot machines in there. That's a thing in Pinellas County now. They found a loophole. But you walk in, it's like a little mini Hard Rock casino.
There's slot machines at all of the like hood stores.
Yeah, they have tiny like little arcades and shit.
Yeah,
you can go to.
Dude. Every like little convenience store, like non-branded convenience store has like 4 slot machines now.
Yeah,
dude, it's wild. I don't know how they're doing it, but this place was massive. But the crowd was awesome. I sold all my merch. Like I'm sold out. Like I have no merch to sell right now. So I'm glad I don't have a show. I don't have a show this week, so I got to order more. But yeah, the crowd, it was fucking amazing, dude. It was the best show I've had in a long time, and profitable, like one of the best ones I've done. The only time I've ever sold more merch was at Marion Theater in Ocala. That was the only time I've ever done that well selling. So it was great.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
The zoo. Where the fuck is this place? What street is it on?
66th. Like
Okay, so it's like St. Pete, Pinellas Park area. Type
yeah,
of thing?
you just go all the way down 66. Dude, it was great. It was like I knew it was going to be good when I pulled into the parking lot. There was no parking anywhere, and they directed me to go park at a doctor's office next door. I was like, holy shit, this is good. Yeah, so looking forward to it. But they're booking monthly shows, and they got great comics coming in. You know, Ron Hortman, Michael Murillo. I think Chris Gorgeous is next month. I mean, they got. You know, they're using all the good local talent and stuff. So I got to get you guys hooked up, get you guys in there. So
yeah, we got some shows together coming up. This is probably a good time to talk about that. We got
Sure. Plug.
We got let's see, we're doing the Commodore.
Yep. April 5th.
April 5th.
yeah.
Three Ugly Mugs. Commodore is in Ybor City, and then what is it? The middle of April, we are doing a history talk.
Oh, that's in May.
Oh, is that
That's like
May?
the end of May, yeah.
Oh, end of May. We're
Tampa
doing
History Center.
The Tampa History Center. We're talking about the history of baseball in Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's
it's
gonna be
gonna be
funny
fun.
though. And April 19th, we're doing the roast of me. Hopefully Johnny B can make it. He
Oh,
hasn't,
yeah,
He
yeah.
hasn't confirmed yet, but
hasn't
I know
confirmed.
I know you'll be there, and I'll be there. April 19th at Devine.
There's a chance I can't be. I'm trying to find out the time right now. I am booked at Side Splitters, but I think it might be a 6 o'clock or a 10:30 show. They haven't confirmed the time yet, but they're doing they're doing this like viral social media show, and they want me to close it out. But the guys that are on before me have like massive like TikTok followers, but
They're like, hey, we need a real comedian to like
Basically.
clean up after these TikTok stars.
They'll bring the people, but you have to be the
Yeah.
comic. Yeah.
you
Well-
just described exactly what they told me when they booked me. Exactly it. They go, hey, these guys are great, but they don't have 30, 40 minutes, so we
Right,
need
they got 10,
yeah.
15, right? So they'll do their 10 or 15 of kind of joking around, and it's probably mostly inside jokes for their followers.
Yeah.
And then Johnny does a full set of actual stand-up comedy. Sounds good.
I get booked on a lot of, and I'm sure you guys have gotten hooked up on those too, where a social media star comes into town. They're like, we want to do a comedy show, but we don't know what to do. So they just have one of us come in, and then they feel like shit afterwards. So
It
it's
was
fine.
like that for those old Saturday Night Live guys when they would come through to size. Like Chris Kattan didn't have 45, Tim Meadows
No.
didn't have 45, so they would bring in like
Chris Kattan was really good at doing cocaine for 45 minutes straight.
Damn right, baby.
way longer than that. He had 3 hours of
3 hours
cocaine.
of straight cocaine abuse.
Oh man, but yeah, I'll leave a spot open for you if you can make it.
No, I'm definitely going to try. And when they asked me, I was like, oh, I'm already booked. And then they're like, well, it's headlining Side Splitters. I'm like, oh, well, I mean, got to do that.
Yeah,
you know?
take that shit. Yeah.
But most likely though, it's probably not going to, they're probably going to have a A-lister doing the weekend. So it'll probably be
I was
like,
gonna say if it'll probably be the 6 o'clock show,
Yeah, it'll be
Six,
earlier.
and then
It'll be
they'll
earlier
have
late.
the A list at 8 and 10 or whatever.
yeah. So, I mean, Side Splitters is ridiculous, dude. Like fucking shout out to BT 100 times over. Like to look at that, the lineup like all year long, and it's just getting better and better. They're taking all the,
He had Ari Shaffir and Louis C.K. in like the same week.
Mm-hmm.
dude. But not only that, but like the Improv, now the Funny Bone used to be the A Room, and they still get great comics, but like they're even like some of the ones that they used to have were like their top comics are coming over to Side Splitters. Like
Big J used to go to Improv, and now
Yeah.
he's going to be in Side Splitters
Ari
in November.
Shaffir used to go to Improv as well.
Jim Norton used to be Improv,
Yeah.
not anymore. Like all these guys are now Side Splitters. It is the fucking room, not only in Tampa but Florida. Like just everybody wants to come there.
Oh
so
yeah, number one room in Florida
Yeah.
for sure.
For sure.
yeah, any chance I get to be on that stage, yeah, I'm there all day long. So, but I mean, the roast is going to be fun. Now, you know, I get to talk shit about my friends and have them talk shit about me would be a lot of fun. So, yeah.
Yeah, I almost never do roasts. Like if I'm gonna write, like I almost always say no to roasts because I feel like if I'm gonna dedicate any of my limited mental energy towards like writing a joke about you, like I have to like love you and respect
Right,
you.
that's why I wanted
You
to get
know?
like only headliners and like actual people who are good.
Like I'm not writing
That's
jokes
what,
about
like I was
some-
gonna do a roast battle and open it up to all these open micers, and all these open micers were like, "No, we should do a roast of you." And I was like, "You guys just fucked yourself out of work.
Yeah.
I'm not putting any of you on a roast of me. I'm gonna put up people that I respect enough to actually write jokes about.
Yeah,
and
so-
who I know will do a good job.
That's where I'm at on roast. So I haven't done a roast in years.
I don't think I've done one since Jacob's roast the first time he left.
No, Krishna's. We did Krishna's.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was the last roast
Yep.
that I did, I think. And I think he's actually moving back.
He's moving back, but he's like a scientist now.
Yeah, he's always been a boy genius scientist.
The last roast I did was like a roast of Christmas or whatever with a bunch of us out like at a Laugh Out Lounge, and I was Santa Claus, and it was fun though.
Cute.
Jander and Lauren, I think, put that together every year.
Yeah, Jander was like the snowman, which he was fucking hilarious. He just kept yelling, "Happy birthday!" It didn't even make sense. It was so stupid. And then Lauren was Mrs. Claus. Roos was the fucking
Krampus?
An angry elf. Oh,
I think he was Krampus.
And even as a demon, he went over 20 minutes. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Dude. Can we just fucking wrap it up, dude? No, it was
Can we fucking wrap it up, please?
yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of roast. I'm a decent roast writer, but I'm better at stand up. But there's some people that are so goddamn good at it. Like fucking Hugh Carey is such a nasty roast.
Hugh Carey will be there. He's on the roast.
Mean fucking
He's
bitch.
good.
Yeah.
He's so good.
He's a catty fucking bitch.
Yeah, he is a good roaster. I'm trying to get Jokums, but I didn't hear back from him.
I don't know.
He's probably fucking.
Might be in jail.
Yeah,
He's probably in a bathroom with a
Probably
tourniquet on his
dead.
arm. Yeah,
face ground in a drained pool somewhere.
Kidneys stripped out of
he's
his
being
body.
investigated for a fucking rape just because of how he looks.
Trying to get his car back.
That was the best. That was the best. Like during open mic in full view of everyone.
I was so
At the
sad.
Vine.
So sad I missed
His
it.
car just got repoed right in front of everybody. They fucking jumped in that bitch and fucking pulled it right out of there.
Yep. Anyway, fucking.
And he
you
was-
guys want to
and he
talk
was
about
at-
sports.
And he was at an open mic bombing. Isn't that great?
Yeah. Yeah, we could talk about sports.
Sure.
Baseball's here, and Matt's
Oh,
mad
I
about
take it
for
back.
some
Let's keep talking about comedy. Fucking baseball,
fucking baseball's back. Is that what we're talking about first?
I guess.
Can we just start with this? Spring training, too fucking long. Wrap it up, right? It's
Only been 2 days.
Spring training for the Phillies is right down the street from John's house, so it caused a lot of fucking traffic on my way here. It really sucked.
Do you know
So
why spring
fuck
training?
Phillies.
Do you know why it's a month long? Because back in the old days, these guys had regular ass jobs all year long. They would show up at the beginning of the season, fat and out of shape, fucking smoking, drinking, everything else, and they needed spring training to get them back into playing shape. These guys now are fucking elite athletes. They're working out year round. They don't need to fucking go. Now
They're playing in like the Dominican leagues in the winter time. There's several winter leagues.
Well,
that
they're
they play at.
multi-million-dollar products, so they have to work out year fucking round, just like any other athlete. Golfers look like fucking shredded action figures. I mean, for God's sakes. So these
Not
guys,
John Daly.
well, he's old school.
The greatest golfer of all.
I agree. I love him, but you don't need a month, and these guys don't even play. Like the starters barely even see the fucking field at all.
Well, they're afraid they're going to get hurt. Yeah.
Exactly. So you know what they do? They show up during the games, because I talked to some people on the inside.
Basically, it's like tryouts. It's team tryouts, basically.
They're warming up their AA and AAA people. Yeah, to see, and then really bullpen depth is where they're really looking at a lot of this stuff. They don't care if these fucking guys hit the ball on offense. They know what they can do. They're watching.
Do
them
they play
year-round.
actual games?
Yes.
Like scrimmages? That's dumb. They should just make it more fan friendly. Like have fucking home run derbies. Have fucking
dodgeball.
They've started
Not
to.
dodgeball.
They've started a tradition of doing top prospect games. So they're like all the top prospects from one organization plays all the top prospects from another organization. So that's pretty fun. They do that one.
Yeah.
Every
It should
team-
be like old school little league fucking practice where
Every
they're like, Jimmy, the ball's coming to you, clink, and then you have to ground it and throw it to first. That's the fun times right there.
Here's what the starters do during most of spring training. They show up at 7. Most of the games are like 1:00 in the afternoon.
Right.
They show up at like 7:30 in the morning. They throw the ball around on the field. Everybody does, and then they put up the lineup. And most of the starters aren't playing. The starters go put on their fucking shorts and their polos. They go and play golf while the fucking other guys are out
Sometimes.
there.
That's cool.
You know, a lot. So
Not
it's
the
a
first weekend.
It's like
Usually
a
next
month
weekend.
It's like a month vacation for a lot of these like northern teams. They come to Florida and they hang out and they golf and shit. We don't need all these bullshit games. I'm sorry. 2 weeks would be enough of spring training.
It's for fun mostly. It's mostly people. It's their excuse to come on vacation. They come on vacation to play.
For
They
a
come on
month?
vacation to watch. Yeah.
Ugh, no.
I don't know.
month
The
long.
NFL's cutting back preseason. I think baseball can cut back spring training.
Thank you.
No,
It's not
baseball
needed.
will never do that. They'll never do it.
You know, NFL preseason used to be 6 games
That's
back in the
insane.
Yeah, I
70s.
remember.
That's fucking
6
insane.
fucking games, bro? No way, dude. No, that's a money grab too. Like
Two
if you-
games.
if
Cut
you
it
have
down to 2,
season
and that'll be
tickets,
perfect.
yeah,
I
you have to
agree
buy 'em.
with NFL. Well, because NFL is such a contact sport. Like, you don't want to be risking these guys,
Right.
For fucking 4 games now.
No, now they cut it to 3 last year.
cut
Hold on, John.
Okay.
Are you thinking that they're cutting it back because of their health? Because they're adding regular season.
Oh, they're adding regular season.
They don't give a fuck about their
Well,
health.
I mean, no. If you're gonna risk your health, it should count.
Yeah.
is what
Okay.
I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
it should actually fucking count for
Like,
something.
like if you're gonna have sex without a condom, she better be hot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I get it. Yeah, I get it. You bang some uggo without a condom on, and you get herpes. You're like, that was fucking
That was
preseason
not worth
dumbness.
it. Yeah.
It's not good at all. I'm not gonna make the team. Yeah, it's
So yeah,
horrible.
the Rays are was it 50-1? I think he was showing to make it to the World Series or win the World Series. Yeah, 50-1. I already bet on it. I said I was going to last week. The betting opened up. I bet $5,000, and that's gonna pay over $100,000. Yeah,
He's so good, dude. I'm rooting
I'm
for
just kidding. I
you.
bet $10. I bet
John
$10.
lit $10 on fire.
We're gonna have the best cameras for this fucking podcast you've ever seen. No, it really depends on a couple of different things. Number one, our starting pitching, we have like 7 ridiculous starters right now.
They're
If they stay
really
healthy,
good.
if they
Really
stay
good.
healthy, probably the best rotation in baseball. If they stay healthy,
Outside of the Dodgers, yes.
yeah. Well, the Dodgers aren't even fair,
Yeah,
but
that's not fair. But
offense
for a normal team that spends a normal amount of money, it's the best starting pitcher rotation. Yes.
Yeah, so offense, it really depends on, does Junior Caminero take that next step up into like all-stardom? Like, he needs to be really, really good. He'll be a full-time starter this year.
Well, I think he was hitting 500 in the Dominican League over the winter.
Sure.
Or just under 500, something like that. Something insane.
I think he had a walk-off in Game 7 of the championships in the Dominican, too. It was like a big moment for him, but that's all good. But then we got this the new catcher, fucking Jensen. Like,
Jensen,
we need him to be really good. You know,
I haven't seen him hit yet. I think he was in the lineup on. I think he was on the lineup yesterday, and the game wasn't televised, so I haven't seen him hit. But he's definitely got a fucking arm on him. Definitely.
Yeah. He's got pop. Like, he could be good. Morel, like, we need him to be really, really good. The guy we picked up last year in a trade, we need him to be great. We need Lau and Lowe to fucking be great and stay healthy, you know? So we need Johnny DeLuca to fucking be as good as he looked at towards the end of the season last year. So all these factors play in. We need offense. But with this pitching staff, if they stay healthy, we only need to score 4 runs a game, and we'll be probably, 85-win team. So all that will be determined. I think we have one of the best managers in baseball. I think you can't argue that. So we're
He's
good
one of the
there.
smartest managers for sure.
We'll
I
see
was
if
just
they-
watching the ticker and like trying to add up all the money that the Dodgers are spending.
Yeah,
It's a fucking ungodly amount of money.
It's billions.
It's insane. Like
Billions
I was
of
like, oh, there's
dollars.
more. Oh, there's more. Oh, they got Rocky Sasaki,
yeah.
which sounds like a fucking Pokemon. I don't know who that is. It's fun to say though.
They really are like the Saudis. They're just like, we don't have an end to our money. Like, it
Do
doesn't.
they have an oil well? Is that where all this money is coming from?
The Dodgers
It's
the Dodgers
insane.
are owned by a investment firm.
Oh,
So it's one of these. It's like these nerds that are like betting on the stock market and making like billions of
Yeah.
dollars.
So
That's who
definitely not
owns the
shady.
Dodgers,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking
So
nerds.
they're trying to they're applying that same sort of investment strategy into baseball, and that's why they're spending this insane amount of money.
I'm interested. I think the biggest storyline, not only for Tampa sports, but in baseball this year, is going to be the Rays playing at a 11,000 seater outdoor stadium in Tampa. That's a Yankees facility that's been 95% redone as a Rays facility. The only thing they couldn't change was the Steinbrenner statue out front. I mean, it'd be funny if they would have put a fucking, a Raymond fucking mascot suit
oh,
on
they
top.
could do all. We can do all kinds of shit with that
Just
statue.
put a fucking tarp over it.
But no,
Dress it up like Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
well, I mean, you can't really shit on
Pull
Steinbrenner
it down with a fucking tank.
he did a lot of good for Tampa. Like he's done like he was actually really, really good for Tampa sports and the Tampa Bay area. We got a high school named after him. We got a lot of cool stuff because of George Steinbrenner. So
didn't he institute that no beard rule for the Yankees that they just abolished after like
his
50
son
years?
has just abolished it. Yeah.
Oh, he is rolling over in his golden fucking grave.
Yeah. Well, it's not just they didn't totally abolish it. It has to be still nicely cut and trim and everything. It can't be like fucking, Duck Dynasty. It can't be like that.
It can't be awesome.
Yeah, remember like how you used to have yours.
Yeah.
Like in your first special, you had that long beard. Like they can't have that.
No.
Pussies.
They gotta have like Johnny's is probably the longest that they could have.
Sexy. What you meant to say? Yeah. So no, that's gonna be interesting. Playing under the stars at night, in Tampa.
I'm surprised it holds 11,000. Honestly, I thought it was smaller than that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, so it should be sold out every goddamn game.
Yeah, I mean, average at the Trop last year was 16 per
1,000.
game. Yeah,
damn, I wouldn't have guessed that either.
So that was average for so there. It should be sold out pretty much every single game. Yeah.
And the thing is, though, I think that will actually help the team because even though it's 11,000 people, if it's a full stadium, it feels way better when you're out there playing.
You might be overestimating how many people are going to sit out there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I mean, I keep saying
fucking June.
All the Tampa Rays fans are like, I'm going to go every game now. Quentin Green was like, I'm looking at buying season tickets, which is like
good luck.
On the road half
it's going to be so hot.
Well, the thing is, they're purposely scheduling like they only have one daytime game a week usually, and that's Sundays. But
they're getting rid of those, yeah.
Yeah, no, and they're not only playing night games, but they're actually scheduling some of them like at 7:35 instead of like 7 o'clock, so that the rain will pass through in the afternoon, and it would actually. I don't think it's going to be as bad as people think it is. Just go out there. Know you're going to sweat your dick off for a couple hours.
Definitely going to sweat your dick off.
It's fine.
You lost me already.
I mean, that was like my number one thing with going to Tropicana Field was like, I know I'm going to be comfortable the entire fucking time. I'm going to be able to relax. My balls aren't sweating. I'm going to have ice cold beer.
And tickets were cheap for a Trop. So I mean,
free, yeah.
They're going to have to raise ticket prices considering there's going to be less seats. I mean, to make up the end.
Yeah, I mean, I get as a veteran, I get a lot. I used to get a lot of free Rays tickets, but I don't think that's going to be happening this season. So I'm definitely not going to be able to afford to go as much as I did the last 2 seasons.
Plus, you got to drive all the way to Tampa now.
It's about the same.
Oh yeah, you live in Clearwater.
Yeah, I live like right in the middle of both of those stadiums.
Better for me.
Yeah, it's way closer for you, but for me, it doesn't make a difference as far as driving time.
I got to see if my media pass will work with this stadium the way it did at the Trop. So, full disclosure, and I don't know if the Rays are going to see this, if they'll get mad, but there was a few times last year. I didn't get in the game for free, but I definitely parked in the media. Like I would just pull right into the media parking, show my media badge, and the guy would just go, "Yeah, right over there, dude." I'm like, "I'm not working this game, dude. I just, I work for radio," and I got free. I mean, I'd save $30 every time I went to the game. I would just park in the media pass parking.
The radio station got me and Johnny opening day tickets last year. That's pretty much how we conceived of this podcast, is because the radio station gave us tickets to opening day, and then we were just talking sports all day, and then Johnny was like, we should just do a podcast about this.
Yeah, man. That's how this whole thing was born. You're welcome, America. Yeah. So I don't know. It's exciting. A friend of mine has front row seats in left field for the first game, and he said he's got a seat for me if I want it. And he got a deal through one of his ticket brokers, and it's like $80, which I think that's a pretty good price. So I got to see. I might go. I think I'm booked that night in Daytona, so I might not be able to. So
well, you can give me the ticket. I'll go sit with your friends.
Yeah. So I'll be like, hey, and they're all like Puerto Rican people. So I'll be like, I got a dorky white boy that would like to sit with you if you would like to have him. And they'll be like, oh, we love it, yeah. And then they'll make you eat mofongo. It'll be great.
I'll be glad to eat Puerto Rican
make
food.
You get to eat mofongo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ate mofongo in Puerto Rico last week, and a buddy of mine's like, you got to go to this one restaurant that's got the best mofongo. So we went there, and I ate it. And it was like the driest fucking plantains I've ever had in my life with like some mediocre.
We got better shit in Tampa.
Yeah.
Bro. Not only that,
yeah.
I was saying it so loud, I could have got my ass beat in Puerto Rico because I was out loud. I was going, Cuban plantains, way better than Puerto Rican plantains. I don't want to start any trouble here, but yeah,
you're gonna start a fucking war.
yeah, I don't care. I'm being dead honest. I don't know if the communism makes their food taste better, but Cuban food better than Puerto Rican food. Sorry, Puerto Ricans, love you, but the Cubans got you on
I
that.
would agree 100%.
Yeah, I agree. I do love Puerto Rican
Cuban
food,
sandwich is probably the best sandwich on earth.
I mean, everything all their food, like the mojo pork. I mean, everything is just so good. I mean, Puerto Rican food's not far off, but it's like it's not the same. Sorry, buddies. Sorry. No bueno.
It's bold. It's a bold take.
It's a bold. You're brave, John.
You're splitting us
You're
right
so
down the
brave.
middle.
Whatever, dude. Whatever. Cuban cigars better than Puerto Rican cigars. I'll say that.
There's
Too.
obviously.
Sorry, guys.
No one's going to argue that.
I don't know if I've ever had a Puerto Rican cigar.
It's like a sad black and mild. I'm just saying. I don't want to start any shit here, folks. I don't want to start some Hispanic war, but you know what I mean. Dominicans, the most rapey baseball players, apparently. So,
I mean, that's just as far as evidence. As far as evidence that we've seen.
that really fucked the Rays so hard for like years. You know, like, that was our star player, and now we've been scrambling to try to like replace him and everything else. So
we might have been in the World Series again.
Wander.
I wonder.
Stupid name.
It really is.
DeFranco.
Wander Vision.
I wonder how many kids he fucked.
Oh boy!
Speaking of fucking kids,
Wild eyes, find the rhythms, break the ties.
Worst segue.
New segment.
this is a terrible segment.
Sorry, YouTube.
Born for all night. Curbside dreams, dirt tough hands, rebel crew,
Dirt tough
no
hands.
master plans. Amplify the pulse through veins.
What? Pulse through veins.
Oh no, dude!
Hey, I made this. I just want to bring that to. Can we stop? Can we please turn this off?
You say a gay guy made this?
All right, it's our new segment.
Kicking down doors.
Get in the car, boy!
Can't escape me, little boy.
Oh my god!
So
Well,
this is Matt's new
The
segment.
concept for this segment was we're going to take a top NFL draft prospect for this year and just kind of give like a profile on them and talk about them a little bit.
I asked AI to write a song about that.
About
you
Matt
recruiting
grooming?
young boys.
and we called it Matt's Young Studs, which in retrospect might not have been a good choice, but that AI song was really uncomfortable for me.
So,
I hated it.
so Kilf wasn't available, huh?
So I figured we'd start with the most obvious pick. I think he'll go number one. It's Travis Hunter out of Colorado. He not only did he win the Heisman, he won the Biletnikoff Award and the Bednarik, the Defensive Player of the Year and the Best Receiver Award. He's like if Patrick Surtain and Jamar Chase were the same person in the NFL. He had 1,100 yards receiving, and he had like 11 passes defended and 4 picks.
to get the Heisman.
He got the Heisman. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, he's gonna go. He's gonna go first. And he was born in 2003, which is the year I graduated high school. So this whole thing really made me face my mortality and brought to light that I'm gonna die soon.
He also did all of these achievements while having the most cunty 8 of a girlfriend ever. So
yeah, he's getting married to his high school sweetheart, which we all know that when you marry real young and you get a lot of money, it always ends well.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it seems like that's his biggest red flag is
Don't
that
sign a prenup.
his girlfriend is a bitch. But
Yeah.
how many people can say that? That's I think that's that's not such a bad deal, and I think he should. I don't know if he'll go number one
when he gets drafted. Like, what do you think?
I think-
are they going to do the kiss, or is she just going to like put him in like a?
I think
crate or
she'll have her
something?
phone out doing like a selfie,
Yeah.
like streaming the whole thing, making it all about her.
if
But
you're
no,
an
I think
NFL
he's
player,
great. He's a great player, even though and he is. I mean, he seems like a genuinely good guy.
We'll see. My rule: if you're an NFL player, your spouse needs to be 3 things, right? Number 1, supportive of everything you do, right?
I mean, that's
your
outside
cat-
of the NFL as well.
Sure, but especially them, like because you're a cash cow and you're working your ass off and you're out
Right.
there. Number two, you have to be nice. You have to be fucking nice. And most NFL wives that I've seen are pretty nice, right? Number three, you got to be fucking super hot, like super fucking hot, like really, really hot. Not hot for me or hot for the player mainly, but in
No,
general,
you have to be an actual model.
maybe, but like at least our girl next door hot's still fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Or a girl athlete or something like that.
you look at like George Kittle's wife. She's hot and she's like girl next door hot, but she's
Yeah,
also
she was a female athlete.
yeah, she's also super like funny.
Well,
like
all of those country girls.
You
are
look at
like
Mahomes'
that,
wife. Ugh.
she's not ugly, you know. She's
I mean, yeah,
She's not ugly, but
She
she's
looks
not
realistic.
nice either.
she's not nice.
She's fucking obnoxious.
is she?
But yeah,
Oh, she seemed okay.
never heard her
when
speak.
I saw her on the documentary. You know, where they were like,
She
the quarter on
she
Netflix?
screams
Yeah.
out loud
Yeah.
when he gets sacked.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's got a real resting bitch
Audibly
face.
screams.
she's looking at her money go away if he gets murdered. So yeah, I would scream. I scream when my fantasy quarterback gets sacked. So imagine if that was my husband, I'd be freaking the fuck out. Yeah, but yeah, I remember the first one that I really noticed back in the day, Kurt Warner, and this was when you guys were fucking children and I was an adult.
No, I remember Kurt Warner's wife.
Kurt Warner's wife, when he signed at the time, was the biggest contract for a quarterback. It was an extension for $47 million, which is what they make in one season for an average quarterback now. But I remember he went from being a bag boy, arena football player, signed with the Rams. Then he signed, and they showed his wife then. I'm like, that's weird. They got the same haircut. And then he signs for $47 million, and then she's on the, standing behind him for the press conference, and she looks the same. And I remember then going, she needed to get hot today. Like today,
Yeah.
You signed for $47 million in 2001. That bitch better get a real haircut, a wig, something. They better do a full fucking makeover, dude. You can't look like Brigitte Nielsen's fucking brunette cousin when your husband has $47 million in the bank.
When he got that contract, the Bucks were playing the Rams on, I think it was Monday Night Football. It was a game, and we were watching it at my friend's house, and we were probably like 16. We were young, but I remember like we were watching the game, and my friend's dad was in the room watching the game, and they were talking about Kurt Warner, and they showed his wife, and I was like, man, now that he has all that money, he has to figure out how to kill her.
Yeah, dude.
And my friend looked at me like, dude, you can't say that. And his dad started laughing so fucking hard. And that's when I was like, oh, I can make people believe what I believe if I just say it funny.
just say it in a dumb way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just talk about people killing people. And one day I have to be a comedian. Yeah. So I mean, you look at a lot of there's a lot of examples of NFL wives that are super hot, and look at like Baker Mayfield's his wife, perfect example. She looks like the
I've
hottest.
never seen her.
She's not
she's
like
hot.
she's not like a supermodel, but she looks like she would be the hottest lady at a Target anytime you walk in. You go, God damn, look at that fucking God
This is
damn.
mostly Johnny B's fault. Shut up, Bothwell. Johnny B started talking about athletic wives, but yeah, I think Travis Hunter will be drafted as a cornerback. I think a cornerback.
That's what I was going to ask.
A great cornerback is much more valuable than a great receiver. In
Our
today's
ticker
NFL.
is just to get us back on track.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
It's like, hey guys.
Sometimes we need a nudge back
can you
into the
stop
right
talking
direction.
about ugly NFL wives that you want to kill.
Fucking
Yeah, I think
Bockwell's in the background, like, what the fuck are we doing, dude? What are we doing?
Yeah,
Anyway.
he's only like 185 pounds though. He might need to put on a little weight, but I think he'll be.
But he's still.
I think he'll be a
What
solid
did you say?
corner.
He's 23.
He's 2003, so yeah, 22, 23. Yeah.
Do you
Okay,
think the
so
bar?
yeah,
Do you
he'll get
think the
bigger.
bar is set way too high for him? Though I think if he doesn't have a fantastic rookie year, people are going to call him a bust.
Well, that's anybody that wins the Heisman.
I think it
He's
depends
kinda
a lot
subject to
also
that.
on if he goes to a defense that's already good. Like if he's the guy when he comes in and he's like the defense is built around him, that might be tough. But if he comes to a defense that is already decent, like I think it'll give him a little less stress.
Do you think the Titans take him at number one?
I think the Titans need a quarterback more than they need a corner. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I think the Titans will go Cam Ward or Shador.
Bothwell's saying the Browns. I don't know.
The Browns would make they already have Denzel
the Browns
Ward.
Would make sense, but when do the Browns ever do anything good for the Browns?
It's true. They are dumb.
So
plus the Browns also kind of need a quarterback now too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
kinda.
Yeah, they need a lot. So no, I mean he is great. So I want to see him do well. I want to see him to be. I like watching good football. So it'd be nice to see him be this dual player. But also you got to look at wear and tear. And
I don't think he plays both ways in the league.
So what does he play? Does he play corner?
Corner, yeah.
Yeah, I would say everybody's saying corner.
The only time you see players play both ways are like linebackers and linemen when they bring them in on the goal line just for goofs.
I would say they would put together a very small offensive package for him, though. Like in
I guess Dion used to do it every once in a while.
Yeah,
sure. And he could return punts too. So I mean, there's still other ways to get the ball in his hands.
It would be nice to see a third down package for him, though, like in close games. You got how cool would that be? Like, oh man, it's a tie game. Extra it's fourth quarter. Here comes fucking Travis Hunter out there. They play like they play like some bullpen walk-in music or something for him. That'd be fucking sick.
Another reason, if they're going to do that, he definitely needs to put on some weight. Yeah. If he walks out there at 185 pounds and tries to play offense,
even if they threw him out there, as a fucking distraction, it would be worth it.
Oh yeah, you just have him run go routes and take the top off.
Or you just have his wife just stand on the sideline and talk shit to the other players, and there's a good distraction. Like, I know you ain't gonna try to attack my husband. Anyway, that'd be great. So yeah, are we doing one player a week for you?
Yeah, I was just doing that. I was just doing the one player.
Stud, your little fucking stud, daddy. Sick stud. Do you want to do my new segment also?
Let's do your new segment.
Let's go.
Johnny B's little baby boy, sexy crop of hot men. What are we calling this one?
No, dude, don't be weird.
Don't be weird.
Called which rookie has the nicest ass?
Nicest cock.
It's called Johnny B's.
Oh my God. It's called downset cock.
Here's the new segment music.
Yeah. You ever thought
Johnny
about
B's
sleeping?
Sleepers, because that's when he gets them.
That's
That's
right.
when he attacks.
You ever thought about creeping up on a real tired college player right before they sign for an NFL team? You're like, look at that little sleeper right there. Look at you, little sleeper. You crawl up inside his pajamas and say, hey, I hope the Bucks draft you, daddy. So I'm looking at sleeper picks for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't give a fuck about the rest of these teams. I care about my Tampa Bay Buccaneers and our needs and how we can fill some spots. Jason Light, our GM, has been really doing an incredible job. Probably the last 5 seasons, he's really been knocking it out of the park with the draft and even some of the trades that he's made to get some of the picks. He had some real duds in his first few years. I mean, let's be honest, Roberto Aguayo, people like that, just some real shitballs. But he's been really doing really well.
Mostly good though.
And that's due to his scouting team. His scouting team's phenomenal. We know what we need. We need defense. I don't care if we draft an offensive player at all in this draft.
I don't think we need to.
No, I think not only do we need to address edge rush and free agency probably, and a lot of people are yelling for Myles Garrett, and I would not be mad if we did find a way to get him in here.
There's a lot. I mean, the Chargers are talking about releasing Bosa. Like, there's going to be a lot of edge rushers out there.
There's a lot.
Matt was begging him on the last episode after you went back to vacation. Yeah, we were pleading.
Baker Mayfield's here, bro. He's your boy. Remember?
Yeah.
Send us all the former Browns.
Well, the problem with Bosa is he's only played half the snaps in the last 3 seasons. He's hurt a lot, so we need somebody on the field. He could be like a third down guy and bring him in, but I would rather go after like a big free agent like Sweat, who had 2.5 sacks in the fucking Super Bowl. He's a guy that you could probably get, not crazy expensive, but you just have to outbid, a couple other teams. And if we get him in here and get him a long contract and kind of, widen out that salary cap hit, that would be somebody great. We need another
spend that money.
Barrett. Mm-hmm. We need another Shaquille Barrett, somebody that's sitting on a team with a lot of depth and has some stars on the team that we can go grab their third guy and bring him in and have him fucking blow up, and we need 12 sacks from an edge rusher. That's what we need. They don't have to lead the league. They don't have to be 20 sacks. We don't need a TJ Watt, although it'd be nice if we could find one. We need somebody to get us 10 to 12 sacks on the edge to really fucking alleviate all the fucking passes going over the middle. Our corners will look a lot better if we can put the quarterback on his ass. So in the draft, I'm looking at guys possibly to tighten up this defense. And I got 2 sleepers for you today. I mean, I pulled 3. I pulled 3, but one of them's really not a sleeper. He's a guy I think everybody's looking at. And I'm going to go number 1 is a guy that I think be a Levante. Hey, that's me. A Levante David type. A guy that's won the Butkus Award. A guy that size. I mean, he's 6'2". I think I want to say he's 235. He's a big guy, but coverage, like he's a great coverage linebacker. He's durable. That's something we haven't had. We have Savasier Dennis. He's great. He can't stay on the field, So we need this solid linebacker. Iowa is just known for producing just manly beast of people.
That's tight end university.
Corn fed.
Yeah.
Tristan Wirfs. I mean, they produce fucking men, right? Like fucking tough fucking dudes. And this guy, I watched some film on him. He's a walloper. Like he will lay a motherfucker out. He's got good instincts. He flies around the field. And that's what we need. We need somebody that could cover the running back out of the backfield. We need somebody that's going to make you pay if you try to catch a fucking 5-yard little hitch or a slant. He's going to fuck you up. I don't
think he's not going to rush the passer though.
He has rushed the passer, and
he seems pretty small to be rushing the passer. I like him in coverage.
235.
With that build, he kind of reminds me of Devin White.
That's what I'm saying. And Devin White was a really good pass rusher. You're just shooting the A gap. You're not trying to fucking take on guards or anything. But no, I like him a lot, and I think he's a guy that can that could be in there in the 3rd round. And knowing Jason Light, he's probably going to make some moves and pick up a couple of extra draft picks here or there, unless we do something crazy for like a Myles Garrett and we lose some draft capital. But I really like Jay Higgins. He is, I know, but Jay Higgins is a guy that we need inside linebacker depth. We need not just depth, we need starters, man. I mean, we fucking need inside linebackers. We need corners. We need all that on defense if we're going to be like a real contender. Our offense is going to be top 5. We already know that. They're fucking studs. I really like Jay Higgins. And I have a super sleeper that probably won't even be drafted, honestly. But I like this guy, and I think he's a guy that can be developed. I think he's a guy that can add depth because our corners are always going down, always getting hurt. We're always pulling guys off the street. And this is a guy that was a 4-star recruit as a high school player, went to Clemson of all places, who, that's a top tier defensive school. He didn't get a lot of snaps at Clemson because it's hard to get on the field when they have 5 fucking star blue chippers all over the place. He's a 4-star guy.
Right.
So he goes to UCF, another great school, gets limited play time there, ended up ending at Jacksonville State. But I mean, you'll see this guy in the combine. 4.29 40 speed. I mean, he's fucking fast. He's tall. He's I think he's 6'1". He's a press coverage kind of guy. And I think what hurt him was 2 of the colleges that he went to played a lot of zone. Todd Bowles don't play a lot of zone. He plays a lot of man, a lot of press, and he likes his big, lengthy, like strong corners. And I think this guy could be somebody we just grab either in the last round or 6th round. If he looks really good in the combine, he's going to end up getting drafted. But he might not get drafted at all. And this is one of those guys that you see the Buccaneer scouting team picking up, and people going, "Who the fuck's this guy?" And all of a sudden, week 7, week 8, he's getting a lot of play time. So I like him.
Size and speed combo is really nice, actually. 6'1"
and that's the thing.
4.2 speed. You don't see that a lot.
Well, that's the thing. You can't coach that. That's something that he comes with. Now, everything else is coaching and developing, and they gotta really work with this kid and get him up to NFL speed. But I mean, fucking like you said, size, speed, and he's a very aggressive tackler, very short tackler. That's one of the things in the scouting report, and that's something that pisses me off more than anything when you got a guy that's super fast and can't fucking make a tackle. So I like him as a sleeper. I don't think anybody even knows who this guy is.
Sleeper.
Yeah.
Super sleeper, dude. Yeah. So this guy, Fred fucking Davis, baby. It just sounds like a football player too, right? Well, Freddie
Yeah,
Davis.
that's a football name.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean,
Hey, I'm Fred.
yeah, motherfucker, Freddie D, son. Remember the name? I just picked your shit off, took it back for 6. Yeah. So that's my sleeper and my super sleeper for this week.
All right, a couple of sleepy studs right there.
Before we do our last segment, I want to remind you guys to follow us on all of our social media. If you're listening and not watching, what are you doing? Subscribe on YouTube and Spotify. But if you are listening to this, it's at John J. S. Planet, at Matt Fernandez World, at Johnny B. Tampa, and at 3 Ugly Mugs, all on Instagram. And yeah, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/at 3 Ugly Mugs.
Also, I want to add, if you're at a comedy club and they have one of those comment cards, and it's like, who do you want to see come to your club? Put our names down there. Say, I want to see Matt Fernandez and Johnny B and John J. Murray.
I want to see Matt Fernandez come on stage.
All over the stage, dude.
He does it. He'll do it. He'll
do it. He's not
That's
an
my
asshole.
closer. You just spoiled it for everyone.
Sorry, bud. That's his new closer.
So
After
fucking
he
good,
just had to bail on his whole act because he recorded it, and that's his new closer. It's just masturbating.
I only do it during guest sets because I usually come in 6 minutes. So no, do that. Also, I'm doing morning radio now. So if you're in the Tampa Bay listening area, 102.5 The Bone, 10 a.m. every morning. So listen to that. And
all you have to do, I do this every morning when Johnny's on the air. I just say, Alexa, play 102.5 The Bone, and then it just pops Johnny B right up. Yeah.
After 3 ads, yeah, it'll pop me right up. So
yeah, there's several ads involved, but he's there. Trust me.
I'm a daytime radio guy. It's wild. So no, it's cool. Finding things to do at night, like more stand up and betting on baseball games. It don't matter. So
and you can sleep now. You can go to bed.
It's weird. It's weird sleeping at night when the sun is not up. You know,
It's weird sleeping at night.
It is. It's hard to imagine, but yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. John, what stupid ass sport that shouldn't be a sport do we have this week?
Let's hit it. Let's hit the theme. We gotta play the music.
Yeah, it's right there. Music, baby.
All right, so this week we are talking about World Chase Tag. That's the official rule for it. Yeah, it's the World Chase Tag. So there's a huge league for this. So there's like 600 people in this league. There's a ton of teams. You can have up to 6 people on a team, and then you kind of just face off against other opponents from the team. So in the beginning, I think it's like a coin flip or something, and you decide who is it, and then you take turns playing tag. I mean, yeah, I don't even know.
I mean, so adults are just playing kids' games now. Like they just don't want to grow up. So this is like sports pedophilia. It really is. It's like it doesn't make sense. Did they have a Duck Duck Goose League? Like what the fuck are we doing?
They probably do, actually. Now that you said it, somebody's gonna fucking do it.
Oof.
I've seen this on TV, and the course is pretty scary.
Yeah, it's like a parkour
you can smack your
type of
face
thing.
all in like a million bars.
Yeah, these dudes like blow their ACLs out like all the fucking time.
So it's not like adult musical chairs, nothing like that.
It's a lot like that.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Let's hold on. We gotta add it to the stage.
There you
We
go.
go.
Oh, can't wait.
Here we go. So these are some highlights. So yeah, this is all like a parkour course.
Parkour!
And they're just like leaping through this shit.
Okay, this is better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, you can totally get fucked
It's borderline Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know what this is? It's John Wick, like without the guns and everything, and like just
touch your butt. I touched you.
Get over here and let me touch you.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch your face.
I'm gonna fucking touch you so hard.
All right, guys, hear me out. And I know I probably bring this up way too much, but wouldn't this be better with fat people? Like honestly, like
I mean, it would be funnier.
thank you.
Oh.
Touch his ankle.
You get more points if you touch a more vital spot, like if you grab a hold of her dick and yank him to the ground and stuff like that.
I knew where he was going with it as soon as he started the fucking statement.
Stick a finger up someone's ass and
Yes,
you get
dude.
fucking 12 points.
If you could reach in their ass and pull their lunch out, I mean that's an automatic win, right?
I love this dude's just running all over the top. This is insane.
Dude. This seems like fucking Tom and Jerry, like human form. It's so annoying. Oh, look at that guy. I got your ankle again. It's always ankles. Punch a
Yeah.
bitch in the face. Look at these dorks.
Does anyone ever get away? Come on, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how long you have to last before you get the point, or before they don't get awarded a point automatically.
Yeah. It would be nice to know that. But look
It's
at
like
this
30 seconds.
fucking Spider-Man looking bitch. Look at that. This is ridiculous. I want to see somebody hurt themselves. That's why I would watch this. Same reason why you watch NASCAR, to see like 5 cars fucking explode.
Oh, he made it.
Oh, he did it. He got away. And
I
then
guess you have to last for 20 seconds.
20 seconds?
I like how he flexed like he just beat him in an actual UFC fight. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm fast and can jump around thingies. Oh, look at this lady. Hell yeah.
I don't know if that's a
I
man or
can't
a
tell
woman.
if that's a man or a woman.
I don't think it matters.
I think it's a man.
Don't be so binary.
Whatever it is, it's going to suck a dick. I promise you that.
This is definitely a sport that could be co-ed. Like, there's no reason to have something this stupid have a
Ooh.
women's and men's league.
It would be better if it was just men chasing women, and
Now they're
and you
gonna
call it-
kiss.
you call
Careful, Johnny.
you call it date gone bad. Yeah.
The old she got out of the trunk.
Yes, you put random pepper sprays around the fucking course. Oh, look at this
Gabby
guy. They're having
Petito
sex. I told you.
presents Tag.
She's just running around with a whistle in her mouth.
Yeah, dude.
Blowing it nonstop.
All the guys are cheering. The women are booing. Oh, my God.
God.
Oh, it'd be great, dude. Look at this
Oh, my
fucking.
God.
this
I think we've had enough of this. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just this over and over again. I don't know.
It's a little repetitive. I mean, they could switch up the course every once in a while. They could put
Yes.
like a pit of snakes or
Yes.
something. Something cool.
Thank you.
It should,
Throw
it
some
should be
random
like
weapons.
it should be like American Gladiators, where they just like there's people shooting tennis balls at you while you're playing tag.
Now that was a fucking sport.
That
back
was a
when
real
back when
sport.
men were men.
Oh, my God.
No one was testing for fucking anything.
Back when the men were men and the women were
You
men
could do
too.
all the roids.
This guy's getting chased by Where's Waldo. Look at this fucking guy. It's not fair. He can see way farther with
He's got
those
his safety glasses on.
nerds. Ah, fuck them. Oh, look at this. The black guy's getting chased by a cop. Oh, this is horrible.
No, he's chasing.
Oh, he's actually
dude
chasing the
didn't
guy.
That was kind of a flex right there. He didn't even run away until he got to him.
This is the worst mugging I've ever seen in my life.
It's so gay that they do these little hops. Like they don't just like jump. They go, and they belay from one fucking platform to another.
He got him too, boy. Look at that.
Touched
He
both of his ass cheeks.
Fuck yeah, he did. Oh, yeah.
right,
This
that's-
is great. I'm glad they got
that's it.
sponsors and we don't. This is fucking
Yeah.
perfect.
They're on ESPN, so
They're on like TV, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those things that like probably blew up during COVID. They're like, we need something like where people aren't around each other. Like,
ESPN
this
8,
came-
the Ocho.
This is actually one of the things that shows up on the Ocho.
Yeah, for sure. I remember
is
those days.
tag. Yeah.
They had cornhole on, yeah.
yeah, dude.
Cornhole.
I did get into the Ocho pretty hard
There's
during
like
COVID.
there's like a 2-week period where like no actual sports are being televised, so that's when they go to the Ocho and do
Yeah, man.
dodgeball and tag and all that bullshit.
You know what I love when football season is like in its lull, like right now after the Super Bowl, before the combine and the draft and free agency, you watch NFL Network and they're so hungry for content. They're kind of coming up with dumb shit like, what would happen if a real panther fought a real jaguar? Come on. It's like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like,
they have like AI animations like showing it.
Yeah,
like we don't
yeah.
know what to talk about.
Which would be fine. I would rather watch that than what was that show? Ooh, speaking of that, let's get off the rails so Bothwell can pull us back in. Remember that show where it was like they would do
Bothwell, come catch us through this fucking
Yeah.
maze of
Yeah, dude.
stupid shit we're about to run through.
I would jump like a rabbit over a ramp. No, it was where they took like warriors in history and they would do like these like animated like
I remember that.
Other.
It was like the Greeks versus like the Trojans and the
It's like all of
Spartans. Yeah,
Greatest rap
Yeah.
battles in history. Is that what you guys are talking about?
No, but they would take like stats, like their size and their skills and all that, and they would put in like these computer models and they would fight each other. It would be like Genghis Khan versus fucking a samurai and all this different. It was like really, or a caveman versus
Oh, dude,
fucking
The
Justin
only
Bieber.
one-
on Animal Planet, they would have bug wars, and they
Yeah,
would take
which
bugs
bugs?
that would never come across each other, and they would actually fight them.
Oh, really?
And it was
That's fucking
fantastic.
sick, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
The only one I ever remember was like there was like historians reviewing like David versus Goliath, And then, like, actually, when they looked into it, they were like, "Oh yeah, this motherfucker just like killed that giant. Like that giant was probably a retarded person." and he threw a rock 100 miles an hour into his forehead and killed him.
Hey, look, everyone, I got him.
Yeah, like
Everyone's
no,
just like
that.
all right.
Goliath was never gonna win that shit. He was never ever gonna win. He just got murdered in front of everyone.
His real name was Gregory, but he pronounced it Goliath.
That's fucking Hodor.
So these historians were going through, and they're like, yeah, there's he had no chance whatsoever. Like somebody that was a sling thrower in those days could like throw that from 50 yards away and just kill you.
So he was
that's
really
funny. The concept of David actually being the villain is a very funny idea. He's just a bully.
Yeah, he just
I like
totally
doing that
killed
with
that
everything.
retarded guy.
I like doing that with everything. If you just take and like reverse it, like I remember when they did that with the Karate Kid, they put together this whole montage of how Daniel LaRusso is really the dickhead.
Yeah, he was a
and it
dickhead.
made
Yeah.
sense. It was like, man, he's like fucking pouring water on Johnny while he's trying to smoke a joint in the toilet, and like fucking he takes a guy's girlfriend from him at the beach, like all this shit, like where he was the instigator. It made it
Disrespects him in front of his friends.
Yeah, all that shit.
He was 27 when they made that movie.
Really?
And that girl was really only 16.
Oh, God.
So it's pretty sketchy.
Did you watch the Cobra Kai series? I just watched the final episodes.
I didn't finish it yet. I saw the trailer for the new movie. They're teaming up Ralph Macchio
and Jackie Chan
now.
Yeah, but he's like 62 now, and he still looks like he's 30. It's crazy. It's really weird. He looks like a 32-year-old that's had a really rough life, though. Like, but he don't look.
Karate is good for you. I guess karate is fucking great for you.
I'm gonna buy some fucking bonsai trees. Start laying them around the fucking house.
Yeah, we just need to relax a little bit. Jeez.
That and being Italian.
I'll just keep drinking beer and eating weed and see if that helps me.
Eating weed?
Yeah.
Yeah, just eat the weed.
Eat it, dude. That's what fat people do. We eat it.
We should get out of here, guys.
right.
Remember to follow us. Subscribe on YouTube. That really helps us out. We got a bunch of new subscribers this week, so I appreciate everyone.
Leave comments.
Click that
Neat.
subscribe button.
Say nice things.
Thanks.
Thumbs up.
And remember, if you're going to complain about Matt not having a mic stand, he doesn't want it. He has a mic stand. He just doesn't want it. He's too large of a person to use it.
Yep.
Okay?
Johnny's fucking lights went out. Now he looks like he's in the Bat Cave.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? What happened?
I think your camera settings changed again.
Complain about that.
Son of a bitch. I didn't even
All right,
notice.
take us out, James. Yeah, thank you to our producer, James. We love you.
Bye, guys.
Good night, everybody.
I wasn't even looking at myself.